Hi, have you ever considered what are the main differences between the available strategies when we're about to program arcs? I'm Alexandros Chiassos, and today we're going to talk about the syntax options that we have when we're asked to program circular interpolations. Okay, to begin with, let's discuss about the basics regarding the programming of circular movements. G2 and G3 are the two commands that are used in order to program circular movements. They are modal commands and they belong to the first group. This means that once they are programmed, they stay active until another command from the same group is programmed. For example, G0, G1, or G2 and G3 if the one is programmed or the other one is programmed. Next, let's discuss about the syntax of these two commands. The syntax of circular movements can be divided in three main parts. The first part is to define the direction of the arc. So, G2 stands for clockwise movements and G3 stands for counterclockwise movements. The next part is to define the final point of the arc. So, in order to define a circular movement, we already know the starting point and we have to define the direction of the arc and the final point of the arc. The last part of the syntax is to define either the radius of the arc or the center point of the arc. The radius of the arc can be defined by using the word r, and the center of the arc can be defined by using two of the words I, j or k given the programming plane. Having already discussed about the programming of circular motions, let's now see the main point of this video, which is to investigate the differences between the two options that we have in order to program the curvature of an arc. This can be done either by defining the center of the arc or the radius of the arc. The main difference between these two options is that whenever we want to program a full circle, the only option that we have is to program the center of the arc. On the other hand, if we want to use the radius of the arc, we have to divide the full circle in smaller segments. The second difference between these two options is that whenever we program an arc by defining its center, we have to be very accurate in order to define the center point and the final point. On the other hand, whenever we program an arc by defining its radius, mistakes or inaccuracies on the actual value of the radius can be tolerated. This is a point that has to be underlined because whenever we program an arc by defining its radius, it's difficult for us to identify logical mistakes and troubleshoot the final code, even if we simulate a program in a graphical environment. Finally, the third difference between these two options is that whenever we program an arc by defining its radius, the syntax remains the same regardless the programming plane. On the other hand, whenever we program an arc by defining its center, we have to take into account the programming plane in order to select the correct couple of words ij, jk, ik in order to program the arc correctly. Okay, that's it for today. Thank you very much for watching. I would like to know what's your favorite option whenever you are asked to program arcs. If you have any comments or any questions, you can comment below. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. If you like this video and you want to see more, please subscribe to our channel. If you like this video, you can share it to other social media platforms. Also, you can check out our social media accounts in order to see the content that we upload. And of course, don't forget to go to our website, cncseminars.com, where you can find articles about CNC machining. That's it for today. See you next time.